I'm Susan Webb, Director of Public Health in Grampian. Today I'm going to talk about my new report, Delivering Change, Improving Lives. This report focuses on the health of the Grampian population and the challenges we all face. The last few years have been tough for all of us, but as the report makes clear, even before the pandemic hit, improvements in our health were stalling. Life expectancy wasn't getting better and people, sadly, were dying earlier. The health gap between the most and least vulnerable in our communities was also getting bigger. Then the pandemic hit and it brought how much the inequalities in society are associated with an increased risk of becoming ill into sharper focus. And there can be no doubt that as tough as it was for everyone, some people felt the impact of the pandemic more than others. That's why in this year's report we're focusing in on the key threats to the health of the Grampian population and the action we need to take to address them. Thankfully, we're moving forward from the pandemic, but unquestionably we're still feeling its impact. We do, though, face the continued presence of an infectious virus and the increased pressure on and demand for health and social care. However, the world we live in has changed in so many other ways. The cost of living crisis being felt by so many at the moment cannot be underestimated. We're already seeing that the difficult choices people are having to make are impacting on their health and well-being. Climate change too is a threat that's been growing over the last few decades, but it's really beginning to have a significant impact on people's lives and their health. These factors are big, complicated and overlapping, but they are preventable. We can do something about them. We can make a difference if we act now. That's why the coming years are going to be so important. We need to make significant changes to adapt to the impact of the last decade, the pandemic and the current economic context. In Grampian, we're lucky to have such strong partnerships across our communities with individuals, but also with organisations, whether that's in the public, third or the private sector. Those foundations have been built over many, many years, and we have a strong history of innovation here too. And there are loads of great examples of good practice already in place. It's by truly harnessing that spirit and tradition of working together and problem solving that we'll beat the complex threats we face. With that said, and as I outline clearly in the report, I'm in no doubt whatsoever that the scale of the challenge we face means that we all need to take greater action. So, over the next 6 months, we will engage with people across the area to co-produce an action plan that will not only meet the challenges set out in this report, but will enable people living here to thrive in a healthy, fair and safe Grampian. I look forward to working with you, and if you want to find out more, you can read the report at the link on screen. I'd really encourage you to do so. Thank you for listening and thank you for your interest.